welcome to Sparkle and Chill. Okay, so I started working on this just to see what it's like, and it's not bad. The odor is there. You do smell it. Um, so I wanted to tape while I did this just to see how long I get before I kind of have to put it away, and then make sure that my asthma doesn't kick up. That's my biggest concern. But these are, the drills are going down well, meaning I'm not having the same issue I had with the Forever Young ones that I just gave up on because they were hard to place. I am having to use this, so that's 15. The Legend by numbers, but I actually don't mind doing that. So this is, yeah, 15 is F. But I'm liking this. They line up good. They go on good. Let's see here. And so far the drill fill isn't so tight that I can't multi-place. And granted, I've only put a few drills down, but I wanted to, because this is a new, I want to be able to know if I can, confidently tell people to get this. And so I'm going to add this video into maybe the one that I just did. Maybe I'll put it on the end. We'll see. Yeah, these are going on really nice, and I'm not having the issue. When I did get a couple on in the wrong position, they were easily moved, meaning I could slide them over a little bit, which is kind of what you got to do sometimes with these things. I'm going to turn this on, though. Oh, that doesn't work because it's on cardboard. Okay. That's okay. So see, these are, yeah, and you can do them one at a time too. Some of these are, but I think this is going to be good. It's they're nice little kits. Like I said, for the price, they have some really cute ones. I can't wait to get the ones that come today, because I got the one, if you see Diamond Painting with Coco's opening, there's one that just says what, and that's the one I want to do the most out of all of them, because it's a joke with a friend. Okay, and then I'm just going to get this little front part done just to show you how, and I'm kind of wanted to see how the odor does, because I'm not opening, I'm using a cover minder, and I'm putting it up so that I don't, so what's the next color? E, what is E? 14. Let's see, and I got those off just a little bit. It's hard to see right now with the way this, there we go. That helps a little bit, the glare from that light. Let's see, you can move them, where with the other one, you couldn't do this. You couldn't move them a little bit. You just need to shimmy down just a little bit. Oops, a little too much. That was my fault. And then And these are squares. Now some of them that I got were rounds and some of them are squares. So you got to make sure if you know what you want to do to make sure you get the right ones. You don't want to buy the wrong ones and go, shoot, I didn't want that ones. But a lot of the minis are done in squares for whatever reason. Okay, this is E. Set that there. But yeah, I'm liking this. They're going down easy. If you have a real strong sensitivity to odors, probably not your cup of tea, because it is noticeable. I'm not quite sure the type of glue they used, but the directions did say to do it in a well-ventilated area, so, and I've never had that in doing a diamond painting. Ever have I seen that. So it is a good idea when you get these things to read those little papers that come with them, because had I not read that, I wouldn't have even known that that was a warning on these. Okay. I like this though. My mouth is really dry today for some reason, and I don't know why. It's been that way all morning. But as you can see, it's coming together well. It's, oops. Let's do just two of them right here. Yeah, these are placing, and these aren't going to be, you know, like the big canvases where you're going to get a lot of popping because they're too tight. This drill fill is actually really good. And it's on cardboard, so it's not like they're going to be moving to where they would start popping. So yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, there's two more E's there. Okay, what's the spade? A 32. Oops. That was 15, right? No, it was 14. 13. One stayed on the 32 is spade. Okay, I've done 3 there, but well, I think that these are a win, at least for the price point. Yeah, you're going to deal with a little bit of an odor. Some people, if you have a more of a sensitivity to odors, probably not the right kits for you. But if you're on a budget and you want to do some of these, you know, cute little paintings, I think it's worth it. I don't think I could sit and do a whole box of them, and you know, like I can with some of the other ones where I can sit and do, you know, one and then do another one. I don't think that's going to be the case with this because of the odor. But doing a little section like this is totally doable. And then, yeah, I mean, it's just really coming together quickly. And we'll see, as long as it doesn't, the jury will be out till I get done with this in an hour later and see if it gives me any other issues. P, what is P? Is 23. Okay. And the drills seem to be pretty good too. They're not poor quality. There's not, at least so far, I'm not seeing trash. I'm having issues with trash on my dog one, my other one that I'm working on. It's got a lot of tabs I wasn't expecting. But that's mostly in the 310s, but in some of the other colors too. Wasn't very many of those at all. So what is this upside down triangle? 45. Oh, 46. And then once I do this, I'll do the 1s and the 2s there, and then I'm gonna see if we can get them to line up right, because there's lots of them. And those are just snap it into place even when they don't feel like they want to. They are. So yeah, I think so far so good. I would say that the odor does tend to like start to get stronger as you go. Maybe just because you get a little bit fatigued on it. So not a kit that you're probably going to sit through and do all at once, although some people that are faster than me might. I'm just slow. So, but overall, the glue is sticky enough that it's, gosh, I really need to use a different one of these. It's only a 3-placer, so a little bit different. I don't really use this one much, but it's not bad. I always try to have a couple of pins, you know, loaded and ready to go, because inevitably things like this happen where one just isn't working right. Like the wax in it is getting old in that other one. I've been using it for a couple squares, my other one, so they start to. This one's a thicker top, so it's not placing them quite the way that the other one was. Okay, what I need is a different one of these, because I want the thin. Yeah, see, the thin one works a little bit better. Okay, let's get this thing working right. Okay, yeah, it's working well. Okay, and then number one. Let's get these ones. Let's see how this works. Sometimes they. Oh, it went in right. Yeah, I think you have to use the same size. What you call it, multi-placer. These thinner ones are much better at getting things on right, in my opinion. But it also, well, let's see how we do. Just not wanting to lock onto these. Okay. Why is this doing this? Maybe I didn't get enough. There we go. There's not a lot of You still have to fiddle with them a little bit. It's not going to be perfect, but okay. I'm definitely not the poster child for having things perfect. Okay. And then let's do this here. So it might be better to do these one by one. Oh, there it is. Not quite. There we go. So that one is tilted up a little bit. There we go. Okay, since I get these ones done, I'm gonna call it on this one, and then I will show you this when it's done on the end of this video. And that way you can see what the end product looks like, as well as I can give you my honest opinion on how things are, how it's working. But so far, I mean, you know, these squares are a little bit rounded, which is nice. They're a nice shape. They're not as blunt edge as, what is T? Let's see if we get the T's done. That part fills in. 26. I love beagles. My very first dog that I had when I moved out on my own was a little beagle. Oh, she was a little stinker. If she got out the door, she got on the scent of something, she was just gone. There was no getting her back. You had to chase her down. She would get on the trail of a squirrel or a raccoon or, you know, anything like that, and she would just be gone. And just following her nose, it was very dangerous, because if she, when I first got her, I was living on a farm, and she could go out and hunt for all sorts of stuff, and that was fine, because we had all this property, and there was lots of stuff for her to go out and chase down. Her and the family I was staying with had a Saint Bernard as well, and they'd go out together and scare up things and chase them down, and so it was fine. But once we weren't on the farm anymore, I couldn't let her out the door without a leash, because she just didn't recall well. Once she got on the scent of something, it was all, I don't think she could even hear me. It was just her whole being was after whatever it was they were chasing. So often it would be you know, a chase. She got out once, and I couldn't find her for, I don't know, it seemed like forever, but I'm sure it was maybe half hour, 45 minutes, which is a long time to not know where your dog is in our neighborhood. And she had gone into somebody's backyard, I'm assuming, And about a month later, she started lactating because she wasn't fixed. And I thought, oh no, when she got out that day, she got with another dog. And she may have, but it ended up when I took her to the vet, she had a fake pregnancy, what they call I don't know what they call it now, but I can't remember it, but a false pregnancy. She had milk and everything, but no babies. I was so thankful. The last thing I needed at that time in my life was a litter of puppies. Mutts, they would have been mutts. Which actually, I love mutts. So that wouldn't have bothered me too much that they were mutts, but having the ability to take care of them is another thing. I didn't really have it in the budget to take care of. And then finding them homes, and good homes, not just any home. That's the hardest thing is, people are like, you can't just, there's so many people that sell puppies, and it can't just be about money. It's got to be about the well-being of the animal as well. I guess I'm going to do these X's. And we will see what we shall see. This is probably going to be its own video because it's getting there a little bit. Okay, might as well just do this little section. And so far it's not affecting me in any kind of a negative way that I can tell. And I'm pretty sensitive to things. I'm asthmatic, and I am in a really big space. I wouldn't do this in like a tiny room. I'm in the dining room, but my dining room, living room, kitchen is all basically one big area. The kitchen has a wall around it, around the bottom part, but it's open on top, so I'm in a very big area, so to speak. Like, I wouldn't do these. I have a desk in my bedroom that I sometimes work on diamond art on. I don't think I would ever do these in there, just because I don't think it's very well ventilated. But these are coming, as you can see, it's pretty easy. The drills are good. It was my pen that wasn't good in the beginning there. It just didn't have enough wax. Oops, I don't think that's going to go down right. Okay, 2 more of those. Yikes, down. Okay. So I hope you guys are doing well. I've got to get other stuff done here shortly, so I'm going to get this done, this little section. I'm almost done. As soon as I finish this color, then I will sign off and see you next time. If you're enjoying this channel, we are getting close to I hit 102 subscribers, so now we're going for 200. And the more people that actually subscribe, the more YouTube sends it out there. Now, subscribing doesn't mean you're paying anything, or even that you have to watch every video that comes out. It just means that, you're interested in having my stuff pop up in your feed. And, maybe from time to time you watch the videos. But it doesn't tie you into anything. If you hit like and subscribe, that lets YouTube know that you liked the channel. And then if you liked it enough to share, that's nice too. And then the other thing is just to make a comment of some sort, you know. What's your favorite color? Tell me what your favorite color is. Mine is purple or lavender, any kind of shade of purple, really. And this is not working. It's the pen. I think I need a new, I use these a lot and I press kind of hard sometimes, so I think they get to where they need to be replaced every so often, these plastic ones. I need to get some metal ones. I have one metal one, but it's a larger one, and I kind of like this 4-placer, so I might have to invest in a thin 4-placer. Yeah. All right, one more little diamond here. Oh, and then I've got a couple there. I was going to do this color though. I'm going to call it as Dennis is going to get right this minute. But isn't that cute? Let's have this go down. I think they're going to be cute. I don't know where my magnet on the other side moved. There we go. Isn't that cute? That's cute. Every once in a while one sticks up a little bit. Well, there you have it. I wanted to put some drills down and let you know how I felt about the drill field. And I think it's good. It's a little loose, but actually I'm liking it because, oops, I missed one of these. I'm liking it because the other one I had was so tight. And these drills are really nice. I'm not seeing a bunch of trash. So I think this is a go for me. I do, the one caveat is there is an odor from the glue. It's not terribly strong, but it's there. And so if you have a sensitivity to smells, this is not the kit for you. But if those things don't bother you for short periods of time, I'd say go for it. Hello, welcome back. I know I was gone for just a second, but I wanted to come back and show you the finished product on these Luo Art, the dog kit, at least, the one I started. So I started this earlier to show you that the drills laid down because I bought like so many of these kits. So I had, I think, 6 kits, and I bought an additional 10 because the sale was so good. And some of them are still on sale. So look them up on Amazon if you want them. I did find them fun to work on. There is that little bit of a smell. You do want to be in a ventilated area. It's not terrible. I think I got a glare there. It's not terrible. It's, but it's there. You definitely, there's that glue, cement glue type smell, and it's not as strong as, like, say, working with cement glue, but you can tell the residue's there. So I don't believe it's cement glue, but it's kind of acting like and smelling like. Here's the picture I worked on. It's like my freckles. It's so cute. And it was really quick. So I worked on about half of it in the morning, and this evening I just finished the second half of it. I wanted to get it done to be able to show you guys the actual finished product. The drills, they're not super tight, but they're not so loose that they don't click together. And I really like that. When I've been working on this other one and I'm having to do single placement completely because it's just too tight of a drill fill. So you've got to do them one at a time in order for it to fit properly. This, I had a few issues with that when I started multi-placing, and I went back to single placing on this too. I think, unfortunately, for the most part with squares, that's just where I'm at because I don't have the skill set yet to work on them. But this was a fun little project. I didn't get to my butterfly. I was going to do the butterfly today. I'll probably work on it tomorrow evening. I still need to work. I haven't worked on my big stained glass one at all today because I wanted to test out these little kits and see how good they were. And I got to tell you, I'm glad I purchased these. I really am. If you are a person who is sensitive to smells, I wouldn't get them because you're going to be frustrated with that. It does have that smell. But if those kind of things don't bother you too much, and you know, like I said, it wasn't that bad for me, and I'm asthmatic and I haven't had any kind of issues. So, so yeah, I just wanted to come back and on the tail end of this video and let you know how it went. I do think these are a good purchase. Now, when I bought these, I think they were $19.95. Right now, I'd have to go look, but they're a lot less. They're a lot less. There were some kits that were as low as $3.99 for like multiple, you know, 6 to 12 pictures. One of the sets that I ordered, I think, had 16. I think it was 16. So it's worth going and looking at. I'll be doing a second video, part 2, with the other. I might be doing 3 and just do 5 at a time because I got 10 new kits and that's a lot to go through in one video. So it'll be part 1, 2, and 3. But it's really, these are going to be really a lot of fun. So shout out to Diamond Painting with Coco, because she is the one who saw that they were on sale, and so I went and got more. I hadn't, you know, it's funny because I buy things and I stash them away for a later video, and then people pop up with them before me, so I was like, Coco, or Rami, you got to it before me. And she's like, what? But I'm just meaning she got around to doing the video for, I think she orders things and then shows them right away. I'm more of the, you know, unless they're really on sale or something, I don't show them right away sometimes because I'm in the middle of so many other things and you can only do so much. I only do a few videos a week, and so there's only so much you can do, right? And so I just wanted to make you aware how good these are, how much fun they are. Look how cute it turned out. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy with this. This is really fun. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you saw it all the way to the end, put a picture of a little dog, an emoji of a dog at the end of the video, just to show how many people watched the end of the video. And hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. All it does is allow my videos to show up in your feed when they get released. If you want to be notified that a video has been uploaded, hit the bell, and that'll make sure that you don't miss any of the videos that come out. Again, thank you for watching. I am enjoying my time. We're at 102 subscribers, so we're going towards 200. That's the next goal. So look forward to continuing with you guys. And if you're new to diamond painting and this is the first time you've caught us, welcome. And I look forward to seeing y'all soon. Bye now.